Hi, my name is Cecy. I made this channel to practice my English. As you can hear in few seconds is really bad. But I believe, and I hope you believe it too, this will get better with time. So just believe it. And just let's start. So, oh my god, this is embarrassing, okay? So, when I was a teenager, I don't exactly remember when because I don't good with the dates, but I was had to spend my recess time in the library because I don't have too many friends. I have some, but they prefer to spend their time with their another friends, not with me. That's sad. It's hurt me even this day. But okay, this pass. So I read anything I found was different to just pass time. And when I say to people that I like to pass time in the library, even this day I do this, people think I'm smart, but this is not true. I like to just read like silly things like comic books or trivia, or just say images, just superficial things. Just to pass time. And also because inside the library is forbidden to talk. So I don't need to try to talk to another human beings, to another person. So the loneliness hurts less. Yeah. One of these days, I discovered how sex really is, and this shocked me in the way that changed my whole perception of the world. And I remember about this in this day, and giving me the will to talk about this. I hope you understand me and don't feel so much shame about me because yeah, this is cringe. So I was in public school, and the library is small, but there is a section of books who is forbidden to the rest of the people, no, because we are too young for that. So this section is behind the desk of the library, like the woman who take care of the place. But the plumber, that woman, she don't stay there all the time. So she like to stay outside, gossiping about other women who work at the school. So in this time, I take advance to go to this session and see that the thing was there. One of the things I was had to say a lot is, oh my gosh, is pictures of dead people. Is a thing I don't like to see even this day, but my curiosity is bigger than my intelligence. I see this thing, and this thing make me feel bad. I even can't sleep in that air even today. I I know I wear black, but I don't this type of people. I have too much curiosity, you know. And one of these days, I found the sex education section, and the whole this marked me for the rest of my life. Before I continue the story, I need to make you understand how it is the reality in Brazil. If you are not from Brazil too, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. So I don't have access to internet. All the information I do have is from TV or school, or the library, but more about this too. And the sex in these two words is represented in the very light way. No. So computer and internet is something costly. It's like a luxury thing. Just few people have. And I just will gonna have access internet like after, no, just years after that. Even that place, like one of the place I have access internet is the LAN house or the cafes. I don't know how you guys call this. And this place don't have privacy. And so much that the first time I see someone masturbating is there. Yeah, this is a trauma, like the person a person sits like in my size, you know, in the other like little house, you know, and a song just started to happen there, and I just like what. My head is like, oh my god, he's feeling bad, he's feeling sick, and I just make like that, and I look to see what's happening, and I see, I am just like back, and just like, oh my god, and I, oh my god, I just stand, and I laugh, I talk to the, oh my, the person who worked there, and I say, this is a man doing something there, and I don't feel great about that. And the guy look at me and say, okay, sit in another place, okay? And I go take care of this. And is that, is that, is that what's happening? Just say that to you, the, to make you understand that in that time, I never see pornography on my life, because I just can't, you know, I just have the TV, and my parents don't let me watch what's happening in the down, you know, and the school don't, in that time, don't let you see pornography. So sex for me is other thing, and it's hard to explain. In the school, the only thing they explain to you is that have females and males. Like, males give females sperm, and females make a baby with that. Is that, you know? And in TV, I see people rubbing their bodies against each other. And I just combine these two information, like they rub each other. And in the movies, they always with clothes, you know. So in the other thing, like in the books, like I never see a penis on my life in the books, in that chair. Like the main bodies is like the woman's bodies, but it's something more bigger, but it's like a doll, you know. It's just a black space. So I knew like men have a different more than girls, you know. They don't have like titties. I also don't have big titties, but they don't have anything. And I believe that they have the same as you as girls, but more bigger. But I don't know about they have like a penis, you know. So for me, they just hub it, and in that thing, the baby's happening. And you have to understand that in my school, in that year, the minimum age is 11 or 12, something like that. So I was not a child like very small. I was more like a pre-teenager, you know, a pre-adolescent. So this is why I remember so well about the things, because I'm not a baby, you know. This all shocked me, because in this age, today, children, if this age today, this shocked me. They know about everything, because the free access to internet. They see everything. This is sad, is scary, but is the reality of this world. And is a shock of realities, because in my reality, in years ago, is different, you know. I was so innocent. In the normal days, innocent is something so hard. It's hard, you know. Not every children have that. They have innocence in their nature, but they know about things. They see things I don't know. This scares me. If I have a children one day, I need a man first. If I have a children one day, I'll be so paranoid about that, because we don't know like what children see, because the internet is scary. But let's back to the day of the library. I found a sex education section, and I opened that like I was just have expectation to see what you see in the school normally, but no, there is a lot of pictures, and the pictures have pictures of real bodies, you know, like real people, pictures of a ripped penis and the illustration of sex. More about that position of mommy dad, just the main. That position, and they explain, oh my god, so I found out the men have penis, no, they have that, and that shocked me, and I know, like, I have one, so I know girls have like doors, they have doors, and the open the doors, and they have the, I forget the names in English, but for me, in that head, that door just for hold pee, is that I don't know, it have a hole inside you, and that hole the penis enter and left like blood fluids inside, the sperm. And when I see this, I was like shocked. I was very interested in that. Like I look at the book, I look at the corridor to see if the woman appears. Like I was so paranoid. I was like, oh my gosh, it was like disgusting. But I was very interested in those pictures. I was like, oh no, this is disgusting. I don't believe men do that. They do that. Oh my god, men are so disgusting. Ew. But I see everything, and I stare there even some minutes after the recess time, and the woman don't appear. When I close the book and I give back to, I forget the name, no, the book, where the book stay. I left. I was like, oh my god, she gonna take me. I be caught by her. And when I left the library and I looked like this to see, she was there, gossiping, and she even she don't discover that I have to discover everything, my innocence was left behind. I was traumatized, she don't know. Oh my god, I enter a person, he left another person, and I look to the boys in a very different way. I was like, oh my god, you are a disgusting shit. That woman she's funny actually. When I return the books I take to read at home, she looked at the dates, to see if I take time to read the whole book. Like if I return the book too early, she's like, you don't read the whole book. Go to your home and read the whole book. I was like, no, I don't want. I read everything, or I don't want to read everything. She's like, no, you have to read everything. I like this book actually, so you don't have time to read everything, because I don't read. I read a lot, and I can read this in just some days. So go to your home, and read everything. But she's not a good library, because she likes to gossip a lot more to take care of the books. And a lot of people steal books because of that, because she don't stay there. But another thing I want to talk about is when I discover what porno really is. And okay, so for me, porn, I know porn exists. Because all the children talk about this thing, they mock, they use like porn star names to mock or bullying other kids, to say, you porn star, or you a porn person, and but for me, porn is just a film with people whooping each other, just that. Let me explain the whole situation, okay? There is a day when I go to a relative house, to a party, and this party don't end. Oh god, they don't stop to party. So I start to feel tired, and I talk to my mom and dad, say, Mom, Dad, let's go home. I can't do this anymore. And they just like, no. They go to the person who owned the house, a relative of mine, and they ask for a room to me go to sleep. And I don't have choice, so I go. problem is that room have a TV, and instead to go to sleep because it's impossible, like the music is too loud, so I just go and watch TV, and I hope like I can sleep of tiredness, just give up of living and just go to coma. But it's too like I forgot the name, but it's too night, very very dark. So very dark, like very nice. They have like no some type of show happening, and I see the thing, and oh god. So what's playing my reaction there? I never forget that because it shocked me. I grew up in a very restricted and conservative house. So for me, two people make love, they need to be engaged for that. And so the idea of people who are strangers to make sex is something não make sense for me, because why a woman who don't know a man, you let body fluids inside of them. This don't make sense for me because it's not part of my education, it's not part of my world. So I was like, see things I see in the library, and I don't see one time, I see a lot of time, because the woman is not there. So I was a curious kid, okay, and I was see like people doing this with different people, like a woman doing this with different people, a man doing this with different people in the same day. And I was like very interested, but shocked. I was like, oh my god, what's happening? Oh my god. And I remember like sometimes someone's clocked the door to ask me if I were okay, and I changed the channel to don't let that I know about things, and I open door and say, hey, I trying to sleep, okay? Let me sleep. And they close the door. And the back to channel, it just like back to Juggy, like, no, I don't believe you. What's happening there? Oh my god, this is not okay. So I remember so clearly, I create in my head a conclusion that what's happened there is not real, like is not real. It's like after effects, this can be possible, so for me, porn movies are just people faking it, that is not true. And for years I take this in my head that what you see is not true, but so I gain a telephone, a gift of my parents, and was I say I no come for a rich family, so this come to after of the out things of my life. So I find again a telephone. I still have this, but I can't find, so I gonna put even a picture of my telephone if I find it, if it still exists picture, because I never forget my first telephone. It's pink actually, and okay, I gained my telephone. And what's the problem? When you don't pay the cost of the internet, the service provider cost to give you internet, they just left you to go to their site. They don't let you to go to other site. But this site, I use this to see everything I can find, just to pass time, just to read anything. And I found in the site a section of they selling things, virtual things, like games, photos, pictures, music, and they have like a preview of this thing. And I found another section, the 18 plus section. It's porn, and the porn there is a very hardcore porn. It's not like the porn I see on TV. The porn I see on TV is very light, you know. I actually don't see like penis going inside. I see lots, just people very naked, just hubbing a lot. And this more easy to me. Take the conclusion that they don't doing really sex, or what's happened there is just effect, you know. It just like the camera go there, so you imagine this happen, but this not happen. And but in this site, this very hardcore part, it's just like, I remember because they have a 6 minutes of preview of a movie that they promised to be like 2 hours, you know. And that the 5 minutes is just, oh my god, is, I remember to see like a small guy against 2 big guys, and they go inside that guy at the same time, and I see the penis go inside the guy, like the full angle, and I just like, holy shit. I remember also a movie like one girl against a lot of people, and everybody just like, oh my god, this I can't explain, because they were like touching her and shoving things inside her, and I just like, oh my god. And I was like, watch everything. And when the internet come back, I just searched about that thing, and I found out that porn is real. Like, people really do sex, really do sex, and they do a lot of crazy stuff. Even if they slow, there's a name, like they just not just like body fluids, but other things too, like like, you know, pop. Oh my god. And I was so shocked. I was like, oh my god, what's happening with humanity? Like, why these people let this happen with their bodies? I was so shocked, and I remember don't have anyone to talk about this. I was just alone, shocked, trying to process this thing. I just like, oh my god. In a good way to see this helped me to comprehend the words, like to understand the word is not like a fair tale place, you know. Like, people do things to money, they do things for money, like things I never do, but they do, and they just using their freedom to do that, and it's part of the world, is that. So this learned me a lesson, is that, and also make me feel very paranoid. If you have a child, should never let them alone with internet, and I be the person who talk them, make them learn about the world, if that way that's not traumatizing them, you know, because the internet is a very scary world. You see everything you don't have to see, so it's a scary place. But if someone see that, I really hope they understand what I want to say. Is that. Thank you.